Hi all, I'm back again with another review. This time it's going to be the Coca-Cola Christmas train set by Hornby, which is set number R1233. This has been out for a few years now, but I've been keeping my eye on it and eventually got it on a discount and very happy with it so far. I have opened this before just to have a look at it, but that was about it. I haven't run it yet or anything. Um, but yeah, so in the set you get a nice little diesel shunter, which is very reminiscent of an Irish G-class locomotive. Obviously, there are differences, but very reminiscent. You then get a lovely wooden planked box van in the Coca-Cola livery with Santa on it, and then you get a container wagon. Now, that's by the looks of it, that looks like a standard Hornby 60-foot length one, so two 30-foot containers, which is an unusual size, I think. Normally they're 20-foot or 40-foot or 45-foot, so 30-foot's interesting. But you get two Coca-Cola containers, and then you get 8 pieces of radius 4 curves, and one standard straight, one power track, one Hornby just basic power controller, and a 1 amp plug, which is plenty for this sort of set. I think it looks good. Box looks nice, decent cardboard, looks nice and protected. Um, that side's just Christmas train set, and then a lovely picture. And on the ends, it's just Coca-Cola, and the other two sides are the same. And then on the back of the set, we have a lovely picture of the train, and then some like regulatory information, whether it's recyclable. And then the thing I find interesting is, even though this is a very basic entry-level train set that is kind of aimed at kids, it still says for adult collectors, and says, oh, over 14s only. Now I assume that's to do with legalities and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I'm going to get this out of the box and we'll continue looking then. Now we have it out of the box. It kind of in this like kind of egg box packaging, which is good. I mean, if it protects eggs, why not protect a model train set? You got your Hornby stamp there, the pack number. So we get is a little information thing. What I find interesting though is they say track mat and instruction leaflet pack, yet it doesn't come with a track mat. So I don't know why they've said that there's a track mat, but sure. Let's have a look. Let's open it up and see what we get in our information pack. So aside, so we get a little Hornby building your world little leaflet. Goes through track expansion packs, track geometry. So that's quite handy actually. Tells you all about the different radiuses of curves and what works together and what doesn't, and how to use points and things. That's interesting. So this set comes with, as far as I know, radius 4 curves, which is good. And then, yeah, very good. And on the other side, oh yeah, all the buildings. So create your scene, accessory packs, scaled ale, which are the ready-made stuff, Hornby accessories, so turntables and everything. So looks really good. Nice little leaflet. I like when you get stuff like that, little leaflets like that, especially in the future, like our older sets. You open it up and you have like a leaflet from like the 90s or something. It's nice to see what was on offer back then. Then we have operating and maintenance instructions for Hornby 040 locomotives. As far as I know, it's just a standard chassis. They just put different bodies on, so that's fine. General safety notes, running hints, routine maintenance. Yeah. It'll have a little diagram on how to remove the body, which is nice. As I see, interesting, this still has the steam engine body there, but then there's the diesel body. So said it's kind of a one universal chassis, which is nice. Telling you all oiling points and how to get it apart and things, which is good. I like to see that. I like to see them giving you information on how to take it apart. It means it's not a thing of, oh, just bring it back. Then you have your information on your train controller. So that's grand. Just a standard, if I could get it open. There we go. yeah, telling you how to set it up, how to plug it into the track. Yeah, there's a high-low button on it, which is interesting, and then the more plug. Yeah, and just different languages. Yeah, all the different languages. Very good. I'll become a member of the Hornby Collector Club, official collectors club. That's cool. Yeah, looks like you get access to things and magazines and things. That's deadly. Very good. What else is this now? Owner's another owner's manual. Another maintenance operating instructions. Interesting, even though we've already had one. This one looks... Oh yeah, this one's a far more in-depth one. And nice it's in colour as well. And yeah, gives you information on... This is a generic kind of base work instruction, running a train, points, caring for your Hornby train set, uncoupling rams. That's cool. And then operating maintenance. This is a general one. Spare parts. Very good. It's nice to get that as well. And then we have, we even get a little catalogue. Very nice 2022 catalogue. As I said, this set came out a little while ago. So I've got track systems, railroad. Interesting. That's cool. Again, I like getting things like this. Yeah, railroad, track systems. Yeah, track pack accessories, buildings accessories, scale scenics, train sets. This side we have listed their steam locomotives, diesel and electrics. We have railway app control. Now that's the old style one. That's the DC one. That's not the new HM7000 one. So I presume they're still, again, this a few years old. So that probably wasn't out then. List of their coaches. Freight rolling stock. Yeah. Oh, Hornby 2022. I like getting stuff like this. It kind of, I don't know, to me it adds a little bit of value to the set. Getting little leaflets and things like this in it. I feel it just adds a bit of value. So, and next we move on to actually looking at the train set. And so now we move on to actually unboxing the train set. So let's have a look what we have here. Nice little paper packaging to keep things all good. Oh yeah, we have our little re-railer. Handy little thing. Yeah, use that to rail things and to put you put that on the track, and then you can just slide your locomotives or coaches onto it, and it should just go straight onto the track. Handy little piece of kit. In here we have our 30-foot containers on a Hornby thing. So yeah, they just clip on. They're not like super amazing quality, but then again, it's not a super expensive set. So one end you got doors. I think they do open. Yeah, they might open. Maybe not. But yeah, Coca-Cola, no doors on that end. And then they just sit on with little plastic pins. So that's that. Same with that one. Identical. And then we have the Hornby. Like, really, it's fairly cheap quality. But it works. Does the job. It's got bogies. A little bit of detail on them. A little wobbly. Got the decouplers, which you can't remove, they're riveted on, so no changing them out. Yeah, just plastic, very little weight in it, but too bad. And then we have, this is probably one reason why people would really buy the set, is the little plank box fan. You got the essence of the little vac pipe there, nice white roof, nice Coca-Cola, livery's applied quite well. This picture of Santa, and just underneath Hornby, does run well. Nice smooth wheels. Again, they're the decouplers and they're riveted on, so there's no replacing them easily. You probably can, but a lot of effort. Nice little rivet details though, so not bad. Pretty good. Now I'm going to go on to the locomotive, the main piece of the set, really. As I said, I have opened this set before to have a quick look at it, make sure it wasn't damaged and stuff, but one thing I noticed is I have the two Coca-Cola steam engines and they're all plastic. There's like tiny little metal weights in them, but this actually has quite a bit of weight to it, and it's because that whole metal bit there, you know, I didn't think that would be metal, it would be all plastic, but actually it's actually metal, so it's good. Yeah, I think it looks really good. Unfortunately, because it's part of the train set, you don't actually get a little detailing kit that has the back pipes, but I think you can buy them separately, which I might do. You got little molded wipers there, chimney, little details there. Livery's applied really well. Sort of, you know, cheaper grill effect, but it is there. You know, standard Hornby 0040 chassis under there. Looks pretty good. No lights on it, but it is a cheaper set. But it does have glazing, which looks pretty clear. It's nice. There's no cab. There's absolutely no interior detail on this. Like, it is just empty. There's nothing in there, so that's disappointing. But I suppose for the price, you can't really complain. Same with the thing, the decouplers. There's nothing you can do about that. No NEM pockets or anything. But I don't mind. I find these work well. They don't look amazing, but they work well. So yeah, got no front lights, but paint's well applied evenly. It's nice matte finish to it, so it looks well. No little handrail things or anything, but I'm sure you could add some if you wanted to. And yeah, looks really well. We'll see how it performs. Stay tuned for a later video where I convert this to DCC, because this is obviously a DC train set and my layout is DCC, so I will be converting this later, but that'll be for another video. Yeah. Right, so after looking at the locomotive, we're going to move on to just looking at the track. So the locomotive did come in a nice kind of waxy, plasticky paper, which is nice to kind of keep it nice and protected. So next we have the power track. So get this out, can be a bit tricky. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that just came out. So actually, yeah, just one standard Hornby piece of track. Nothing special. And then, yeah, Hornby power track. Now this is the DC one. They do DCC ones, but I think they say DCC on them just to differentiate. But I think it's a great improvement on the old one where you had the little thing you had to slide in through the two holes and the forever breaking if you take them in and out. So this is good. It's got two little push pins. You can't really see that, sorry. There we go. Two little push pins make life nice and simple. And then you get 8 pieces of radius 4 curves, yeah, where is it? Or 609, yeah. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, lovely. And here we have our plug, just a standard 1 amp plug. Or actually, no, sorry, I can't correct it. It's only half an amp. Interesting. It's not even a 1 amp plug, it's a half an amp plug. I'm sure it's good enough for this set. I remember for my DCC, I run E-Link, and it came with probably the same plug, and grand for 1 or 2 locomotives, but then it would start dying and cutting out. So I got I think it's a 4 amp plug, the big one with the big chunky transformer in it. It works much better, no more issues. But for this, it'd be grand. And last of all, we have our Hornby train controller. So important analog controller. Standard model use Hornby locomotives combined with, yeah, just let you know it's just a standard one. Little warning label. It's grand. Take that off. Yeah. Little cable and then there's the lovely little plug that just goes into the power connector, nice and simple. Backwards and forwards. It's interesting the way it's left and right rather than the other way, because on the older Hornby one, I have a few of them, it's up and down, which you think forward and backwards, but not left and right. That's an interesting one. But anyway, it was grand. You know, it's cheap. It's the basic one. There you go. Plug your into there. You have a high-low switch. I'm going to cut it on high. And you have uncontrolled 14 volts, so I assume you can put like accessories into there or something. But yeah, that's it. What I'm going to do now is I will tidy off and set the track up, and I'll be back. There we go, and we're back now. I have the track all set up. I think for around the price you get, it's a good, nice big loop track. As I said, radius 4 curve, so it's good. And let's have a look. How does she perform? Yeah, fairly smooth. Nice low speed crawl there. Not as good as, say, a more expensive model like a Murphy Models 71 class or an Irish Railway Modelers A class, but definitely not bad for the price. Yeah. Let's have a look. Amp her up a little bit. That's about half speed on the controller. It's fairly good. As I said, I would have liked to have seen, say, not the 30-foot containers, but maybe 3 20-foots or a 40 and a 20, but oh well. Let's see, will it go any faster? A little bit. So that's full speed on the controller. Not bad. It's pretty good. I have this on the high setting. So we'll see if it how much of a difference between the high and the low there is. Oh yeah, a bit of a difference. That's full speed on the low, and then the high. Yeah, very good. She does one backwards. Oh yeah, no problem. I know there's no points or anything, so no derailments, which is good. Yeah. It's good. There we go. That's a nice little running session done of the Coca-Cola locomotive, and I think it ran quite well. Nice and smooth. Little bit of a hum from the motor, but that's fine. Certainly quieter than the older Lima pancake motors, and yeah, I think it's, for the price, a very good train set. I'd highly recommend it, especially if you can pick it up on a discount. And I was pleasantly surprised by the fact that the chassis on the lower part of the body on the locomotive was made of metal and not just plastic, so there's a bit of weight in it, feels good. And the plastic itself, nice matte finish. The box wagon, pretty good, nothing wrong with it. The container wagon's a bit cheap, a bit wobbly, it's not great. The containers don't have a huge amount of detail on them, but they still look good, and yeah, they do the job. Yeah, I think it's a good, decent amount of track you get. The fact that it's a radius 4 curve, it's not radius 2, takes up a good space. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and as I said earlier, stay tuned for a video on how to convert the locomotive to DCC. And yeah, thank you very much.